Cats can sometimes feel bored or lonely, which can make them sad and cause them to act differently. Unlike dogs, cats don't show their feelings as clearly, so it's important to pay attention. This is especially true for indoor cats. To make sure your cat stays happy and in good health, let's look at 11 important signs that might suggest your cat is feeling lonely. Destructive behavior. If your cat uses the bathroom outside of their litter box when you're not home, it might be a sign that they're feeling lonely. Cats sometimes show their unhappiness or stress by doing things like this, especially when they're not kept busy or are alone for a long time. According to a study from the National Library of Medicine, going potty in the wrong places is one of the most common signs of loneliness and sadness in cats. But remember, your cat isn't trying to cause trouble. Any torn curtains, scratched door frames, or ruined couches are their way of coping with feeling bored and lonely. They might choose places like your clothes or furniture to let you know they're feeling stressed. It's important to keep in mind that if your cat is having bathroom troubles or causing a mess, it's a good idea to take them to the vet to check for possible health issues, as well as stress and loneliness. Cats need to scratch, so don't punish them for it. Instead, try to find out why it's happening. Lack of energy. Feeling really sad can make even the most active creature feel tired. For cats who are often alone, if they go from having lots of energy one day to being sad and not wanting to play the next, they might be upset about something. It's not always because they're lonely. Sometimes, your cat might just be annoyed about something, especially if their doggy sibling took their favorite sunny spot. Another thing to look out for is if your cat starts sleeping a lot more than usual. This could be because they don't have much else to do. Increased sleep. Cats are famous for their love of sleep. However, if a cat is sleeping more than the usual 12 to 16 hours a day, and closer to 20 for older cats, it might mean they're feeling lonely. Sleeping too much can be a sign of being really sad, which can happen when a cat is lonely. Professionals suggest that since we can't talk to cats like we do with people, we need to pay attention to what they do and how they behave every day to get an idea of how they might be feeling. That's how we try to understand their feelings. Excessive grooming. Is your cat coughing up a lot of hairballs, or do they have areas where their fur is missing? If your cat is grooming excessively and this leads to bald spots and throwing up, it could be due to stress. If you're away for long hours during the day, your cat might feel lonely and stressed. Some cats tend to overgroom themselves when they're going through physical or mental stress. If your cat seems to be licking themselves too much, it could be a sign they need more attention. Just like with unwanted urination, it's important to have a vet check if there are any underlying health issues or if it's related to a behavior problem. Eating habits. Cats are creatures of habit, and this applies to their eating routines too. Even small changes like adjusting the clocks or coming home late from work can disrupt their usual schedule. However, if your cat starts eating more than usual or doesn't eat at all, it could be a sign of boredom or feeling sad. When a cat is bored, eating might be their way of finding something to do. On the other hand, depression can make a cat lose interest in food. Consider how active your cat is during the day. If your cat goes outdoors, there's a chance they might be getting extra food from your neighbors. Or maybe they've been napping all day to avoid the rain and simply aren't hungry. Increased meowing. If your cat talks a lot, excessive meowing might be a way of asking for more attention, especially if they feel lonely or overlooked. It's kind of like a baby crying for their mom. Cats do something similar when they want something or feel alone. In the wild, cats hardly ever meow except when talking to their mom or kittens. They're more likely to meow a lot when you leave the house, when you come back after being gone for a while, during mealtimes, or when you're trying to go to sleep. They do this to call for a companion or to seek reassurance that they're not by themselves. If your cat can't reach you, they might even call out loudly from another room. Litterbox issues. If your cat is peeing or squatting outside the litter box, it's important to first check for any medical problems, as this could be a sign of kidney or urinary tract issues. But if your cat is healthy and still not using the litter box, they might be trying to tell you something. They could be marking their territory to express their unhappiness about being left alone. This is especially likely if they're peeing on things that have your scent, like bedding or clothes. Sleeping in your clothes. Cats have a really good sense of smell, much better than ours. They like to be close to things that smell like you, like your shoes or clothes. It makes them feel cozy. When they sleep on your stuff, It's like they're wrapping themselves in your smell, which they find comforting. Sometimes they even go under your things to mix their smell with yours. For cats, sharing smells is their way of saying they trust and care about you, and it helps them claim their space. If you see your cat often hanging out on your clothes or shoes, try making a special spot just for them. Put a piece of clothing you've worn recently in their favorite resting spot. This gives them a place to feel comfy with your scent. Remember to switch it out sometimes as the smell goes away. Giving them another piece of your worn clothing means they always have that familiar comfort nearby, even when you're not around. Sudden clinginess. Even pets who are usually independent may seek extra closeness if they're feeling lonely. If you have a pet that's typically aloof, but suddenly wants to be by your side all the time, it could be a sign they need more attention. Lonely pets might even follow you around the house just to spend time together. Try to set aside more time for your pet and see if this helps reduce their clinginess. If your pet starts acting more like their usual self, it might be a good idea to consider adding another pet to your family so they don't feel alone so often. Checking empty rooms. Cats like doing the same things every day. If they used to be with someone or another pet, but not anymore, they might look around hoping to find them. Have you ever seen your cat go into a room for no clear reason? Or maybe they stop at the door, peeking inside as if hoping to find something or someone? One way to make your cat happier is to make special play areas in different rooms. Spend a little time playing or cuddling with your cat in these places. Cats really like exploring their space and knowing every corner. But if they start checking rooms a lot and seem more nervous or worried, it could mean they feel really alone and want to be with others. After a while, your being around will make them feel safe and they might not need to check empty spots because they know they can be with you. This behavior, which can sometimes just be them being curious, can also mean they're lonely and want to be with others. Put fun toys, treat games, or comfy spots to rest in different rooms to give them new things to do and places to feel cozy. Sudden hair loss. Cats are famous for keeping themselves clean and will often groom several times a day. Normally, this doesn't lead to a lot of fur coming out. But if your cat is feeling lonely, she might start grooming herself too much. If you notice bald spots or more hairballs than usual, it's a sign that something's not quite right. You can try giving her some extra cuddle time to see if this helps her feel better. If you liked today's video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this.